broke several records. How rewarding is it as a coach to finally see your, become the all-time leading scorer in American Conference history, men and women?
It's amazing. Like you don't, I'm not that good of a coach. Like I didn't think this would ever happen. You know what I mean? Like you don't, when I got here and I saw what the number was, because I had a really good player before I got here at my other school, and the record at that school was like 2,200, and I was like, well, she'll never catch it. And I came here and I saw what Carolyn did, and I was like, holy cow. I mean, that's incredible. That's incredible. And then I remember the year after we were fortunate enough to play a couple rounds of the NIT, and we played 30-some games that year. And that was the first time it came up. And she's like, I think I can break the school record. And I was like, yeah, sure you can. Go for it, right? Go for it. And so as you mentioned, right, so since that conversation, she's won 30 games, which is the most in school history. She's been the Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. She resets the steal record every time she plays a basketball game. And then she sets the field goals made. And then she's the Player of the Year. And she set the single game scoring record in a game that she fouled out with 5 minutes to go in the game. She's won games by stealing the ball from the other team and shooting a layup. I mean, the Middle Tennessee game, we go to her late in the game, she hits the game-winning basket. It's hard to quantify what she's done here and really, truly understand what that means. There was the buzz around it today. Like, she needed 19 points today, and everybody was certain she was going to get it. Like, that's absurd. You know what I mean? The plan was for her to get it today because she needed 19 points. Now she ended up with, 27 or something. And that you guys act like that's normal. It's insane. She had 27 points and 10 rebounds and 7 assists. That's a ridiculous stat. That is a story in and of itself. You know what I mean? And that's going to get just pushed aside. Nobody's even going to talk about it because she's the max all-time leading scorer, and you should celebrate the heck out of that because I don't know how anybody's ever going to do it again. And we really should take a moment to, and I should, because I'm a curmudgeon by nature, take a moment to enjoy this and really appreciate the fact that I got to witness what I got to witness. But, it's been an amazing ride. And because it's happened kind of like most field goals and then most points in Ohio history, then like it's been kind of going on for like 10 days or 14 days or something. So it's constantly been talked about, and I still can't process it. It's amazing to me.
Obviously, it was, I think it's the first game all month. The team got off to a quick start.
That we played well? That's true.
But how nice was it to see the team finally get off to that quick start, and I guess what kind of led to that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I thought our energy was really good today, and I don't know if that was a byproduct of now we're a couple days back from COVID and we practiced a little bit more. I don't know if it's a byproduct of hey, you guys, we've lost 2 games already. You know what I mean? We can't win one, lose one. That's not the way we operate. So I don't know if it was a little bit of our back was against the wall. I will tell you that when CeCe broke the record today, it was similar to what happened at Central. You saw like genuine joy from her teammates. Like you're not gonna find a person on our team that doesn't like CeCe. And it's not because she's good at basketball. It's because she's a good person and she's a kind person, and that's sincere and that's genuine. The celebration. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, because you're not talking about cheerleaders. You're talking about other Division I basketball players that are fighting for playing time and want to play, and we're pretty daggum good in their own right. But none of that mattered, and I think that speaks volumes to CeCe's personality, the way CeCe treats people. That people are genuinely happy. It's not a front. It's real, and that's what kind of makes it so special. And when you get to visit with Carolyn, it's so unique that the parallels between the two of them. They're both very shy. If you asked either one their favorite bar on Court Street, I'm not sure they could answer you. They're both very humble. they're both want to win. They scored because their team needed them to score, and they were pretty daggum good at it. And it's really hard to process the magnitude of the whole thing.
After you spoke a little bit about the shaky start in conference play, do you feel like you guys turned the corner today, both in general and with the three-point shooting? That's something that's been a struggle most this year, especially on Monday against Miami.
I don't know. I'll let you know. Luckily, we get to play again in 2 days, which will be awesome. I'll let you know. But yes, the shooting to date, we shot it really well. We shot it probably the best we've ever shot it in non-conference play, and we have shot it just miserably in conference play. So it was nice to see a couple go in. And especially, like, these kids, and I've talked about this before in here, like the frustration of missing an open shot is just hard. That also is hard to kind of put into words because these kids work on it. If they didn't work on it, then it wouldn't be a big deal. But I can't tell you how many shots during the week those kids shoot, and they know they should make it, and then they don't, and they don't, and they don't, and then it's the Miami game, and then you're, one of 17 or something, and you're like, geez, oh, Pete, we got to make a shot. Then you start pressing. But again, I thought the energy was really good, and I thought these players deserve a lot of credit for putting that behind them. It was very hard to do, and coming out against a very good Bowling Green team, and taking care of business at home.
We noticed today a lot of variation in passing, long passing and short passing. How do you believe that helps your offensive drive?
Well, I mean, we're better when we move the basketball. I mean, when we come down the floor, people are going to load up the key against Sierra and Erica, and we know that. So moving the basketball is imperative, and I thought we did a very nice job of that. I mean, we had 18 assists. Part of that is because shots went in, right? You can't have a lot of assists if you don't make shots. You got to make shots. But I thought the ball moved to the right person at the right time, and I thought offense looked good. We looked very unselfish. It looked, if you watched us play into the other conference games, we looked like we just met each other. And today we looked like we practiced and we're a team, and the ball moved, and so that was good to see. And we'll see if we've turned the corner. We got to play Buffalo Monday, and we got to play Toledo on Wednesday, and it's not going to get any easier. And we'll see. We'll see if we can carry this over into those games.
Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
You had a legit chance of, getting those 19 points.
Well, shoot, the way I was playing in the first half, I didn't think I was going to get there. But it came along. I didn't even know I had 19 when it happened. I just seen everybody screaming. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't even know that I did it. Everybody just running on the court. I'm like, oh, okay, I did it. Didn't realize. Sorry about that, guys.
No, it's all right. Kaylee, what's it been like having CeCe as a teammate and then seeing her obviously become all-time leading scorer in the MAC?
Oh, she's such a pain to play with. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's she's the best player I've ever played with. She's just so selfless as well and super humble. Like, you would never know that she is as great as she is, and she makes you feel like such a great teammate no matter what you're doing, what your role is. And I think it's been the best 5 years, because she just makes me a better person, player, and she's awesome.
Kaylee, that was a wonderful day from this group today. How has your team worked to improve your three-point shooting since the Miami game?
We've been shooting a lot. We get up so many shots, and then I think we've really made it a priority to get in the gym and get up those extra shots. I think, like myself, sometimes you think, well, I'm already a good shooter, so then you don't go in, but that's not the case. You have to keep up on it, and our coaches have really made it an emphasis of getting in the gym, getting in extra shots, and I mean, it showed today how well we shot.
Today was your best performance since the extended winter break after those games got postponed. Do you think you guys finally sort of shook the rust off from having that extra long break and not playing games for so long?
Yeah, I could say that. And I just think, by us, shooting so bad the last previous games, I just think that we were just more determined to lock in and get in the gym and put up extra shots because we know what we're capable of. So I just feel like we just have to get out of our heads and just put it all on the floor and just don't worry about the opponent, worry about ourselves and what we can do to get better.
CeCe, how did it feel today to have Caroline here to hand you down the ball?
It was big, I can say, because, I mean, ain't nobody did it in, how many years have it been? 36 years, that's a big accomplishment. And what is it, 24 points, 2,400 points? That's a lot. Like, I'm grateful and thankful that I was able to do that. And just having her here, like, she's an all-time leading scorer here. So, like, just to be her, that was just amazing. And just to get appalled from her, like, it was a great feeling.
I remember my like freshman year, Jake Hermata and Mike Schulze, they were like, yeah, I don't really, or maybe it's my sophomore year, they're like, I don't think anyone's going to touch that record. And I was like, well, we got CeCe Hooks, and she did.
Anything else for you guys? I just have one quick question. You guys were both talking about how your shooting has improved a lot monumentally over the course of this week. What are some of the other aspects you guys want to maybe focus on or improve upon if there's anything for the big game against Buffalo on Monday night?
We're going to have to say defense because, like, we were giving up a lot of open shots against BG, and that's not going to be able to happen with Buffalo because they are a way more tougher team. And if we give up that many shots against Buffalo, I think it can hurt us in the long run. So I just think we have to dial in and lock in on defense and just make the little adjustments and just keep improving from that.
Mm-hmm.